Hi everyone. Today's lecture is on nucleotide metabolism. Roles of nucleotides. Nucleotides, molecules composed of a pentose, a nitrogenous base, and phosphate, are key elements in cell physiology because they have the following roles. Precursors of DNA and RNA. Components of coenzyme, example NADH, NADPH, FMNH2 and coenzyme A. Energy currency driving anabolic processes ATP and GTP. Carriers in biosynthesis, example UDP for carbohydrate and CDP for lipids. Allosteric modulators of key enzyme in metabolism. Second messengers in important signaling pathways, example, cyclic AMP and cyclic GMP. Pathways of nucleotides are presented in 4 sections. De novo synthesis of nucleotides from basic metabolites, salvage pathways, catabolic pathways for excretion of nucleotide degradation products, biosynthetic pathways for conversion of the ribonucleotides into the deoxyribonucleotides. Purines and pyrimidines. Nucleotides are formed from 3 components: a nitrogenous base, a 5-carbon sugar, and phosphate. The nitrogenous bases found in nucleic acid belong to one of 2 heterocyclic groups, either purines or pyrimidines. The major purines of both DNA and RNA are guanine and adenine. In DNA, the major pyrimidines are thymine and cytosine, while in RNA, they are uracil and cytosine. Thymine is unique to DNA and uracil is unique to RNA. When the nitrogenous bases are combined with a 5-carbon sugar, they are known as nucleosides. When the nucleosides are phosphorylated, the resulting compounds are known as nucleotides. Purine metabolism. De novo synthesis of purine ring. Synthesis of inosine monophosphate or IMP. Purines and pyrimidines are synthesized by both de novo and salvage pathways. The demand for nucleotide biosynthesis can vary greatly. It is high during the S phase of the cell cycle when cells are about to divide. The process is therefore very active in growing tissues, embryonic and fetal tissue, and actively proliferating cells. Example, hematopoietic cells and cancer cells, and during wound healing and tissue regeneration. Sources of individual atoms in the purine ring. The raw materials for purine synthesis are carbon dioxide, non-essential amino acid aspartate, glutamate, glycine, and folic acid derivatives that act as single carbon donors. Most of the carbons and all of the nitrogen of the purine ring are derived from amino acids. 1 carbon is derived from carbon dioxide and 2 from N10-formyl tetrahydrofolate, a derivative of folic acid. Folic acid is a vitamin, therefore folate deficiency can impair purine synthesis, which can cause disease, notably anemia. On the other hand, an induced folate deficiency can be exploited clinically to kill rapidly dividing cells. Synthesis of PRPP. 5 molecules of ATP are needed for the synthesis of IMP, the first purine product and common precursor of AMP and GMP. The starting material for synthesis of IMP is ribose 5-phosphate, a product of the pentose phosphate pathway. The first step, catalyzed by ribose phosphate pyrophosphokinase OPRPP synthetase, generates the activated form of the pentose phosphate by transferring a pyrophosphate group from ATP to form 5-phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate or PRPP. In series of 10 reactions, PRPP is converted to IMP. Synthesis of ATP and GTP from IMP. IMP does not accumulate significantly within the cell. It is converted to both AMP and GMP. Two enzymatic reactions are required in each case. Distinct enzyme adenylate kinase and guanylate kinase use ATP to synthesize the nucleotide mono and diphosphates from the nucleotide monophosphates. Finally, a single enzyme termed nucleotide diphosphorokinase converts diphosphoronucleotides into nucleotide triphosphates. Degradation and salvage of purine nucleotides. Each of the purine nucleotide monophosphate, IMP, GMP and AMP, can be converted into its corresponding nucleosides by 5' nucleotidase. The enzyme purine nucleoside phosphorylase then converts the nucleosides inosine or guanosine into the free purine bases hypoxanthine and guanine as well as ribose 1-phosphate. Hypoxanthine is oxidized and guanine is deaminated to yield xanthine. Two other enzymes, AMP deaminase and adenosine deaminase, convert the amino group of AMP and adenosine into IMP and inosine respectively, which are then converted to hypoxanthine. In effect, guanine is directly converted to xanthine, whereas inosine and adenine are converted to hypoxanthine, then to xanthine. Purine nucleotide cycle. In skeletal muscle, AMP deaminase degrades AMP to IMP, which can be reaminated in two reactions to reform AMP. This cycle is called purine nucleotide cycle. No agreement exists yet on the perceived role of this cycle. AMP deaminase is most active when the concentration of ATP is low and that of ADP is high. Non-dividing cells resemble skeletal muscle cells in that they degrade AMP via IMP. Rapidly dividing cells usually degrade AMP via adenosine, release their hypoxanthine into the blood, while the liver and the intestine can convert hypoxanthine all the way to urate. Severe combined immunodeficiency. Near complete adenosine deaminase deficiency leads to severe combined immunodeficiency that develops over the first few months of life. ADA deficiency leads to increased concentration of the ADA substrates, adenosine and deoxyadenosine, which in turn are phosphorylated to ATP and DATP. Deoxyadenosine and DATP are toxic to lymphocytes. The loss of B, T and NK lymphocytes can be followed as the disease develops. Degradation of hypoxanthine to xanthine and urate. Hypoxanthine and xanthine are degraded to urate chiefly in the liver and to some degree in the intestine. Xanthine dehydrogenase or xanthine oxidase catalyzes the sequential oxidation of hypoxanthine to xanthine and xanthine to urate. The intestine converts about one-third of the adenine nucleotides in the diet to urate. Both the liver and the intestine release urate into the blood. Urate as an antioxidant. In the bloodstream, urate functions as an antioxidant that reacts preferentially with peroxynitrite. Peroxynitrite results from the reaction of superoxide anion and the nitric oxide. If not removed by urate, peroxynitrite directly reacts with O, give rise to compounds that damage DNA and proteins. In contrast to its antioxidant effect, uric acid is also a pro-oxidant that favors lipid peroxidation. Allopurinol inhibits xanthine dehydrogenase. The drugs allopurinol and febuxostat inhibit xanthine dehydrogenase. Xanthine dehydrogenase oxidizes allopurinol to oxypurinol. Oxypurinol then inhibits xanthine dehydrogenase virtually irreversibly. Febuxostat inhibits molybdenum-pterin catalytic center of xanthine dehydrogenase. As shown below, allopurinol and febuxostat are used to decrease urate production in certain patients who have gout. Pharmacological information generally refers to allopurinol and febuxostat as inhibitors of xanthine oxidase, even though the normal pharmacological target is xanthine dehydrogenase. In fact, these drugs inhibit both enzymes. Excretion of urate in the kidneys. About 7% to 10% of the urate in the glomerular filtrate ends up in the urine, and organic acids lower this fraction. The proximal convoluted tubule take up about 99% of urate in the filtrate. A subsequent portion of the tubule secrete about half of this urate via the specific transporters. About 40% of the secreted urate is then reabsorbed from the proximal tubules by several urate transporters. About 25% of all urate is excreted via the feces. Salvage of hypoxanthine and guanine. Cells that need to increase their adenine nucleotide content may take up the purine-based hypoxanthine from the blood and react it with the PRPP to make the nucleotide IMP, a precursor of AMP and GMP. Cells synthesize PRPP only when they have an adequate concentration of phosphate and when the concentration of free ADP is low. The salvage reaction is catalyzed by hypoxanthine guanine phosphoribosyl transferase, commonly abbreviated HGPRT or HPRT. As indicated by the name of this enzyme, HGPRT can also salvage guanine, thereby producing GMP. Leishman syndrome or HGPRT deficiency. Patients who have classic Leishman disease have less than 2% of the normal HGPRT activity. The deficiency leads to mental retardation, profound motor disability, and a strong inclination towards self-mutilation. HGPRT is encoded on the X chromosome. Hence, boys are affected more often than girls. Female heterozygote carriers are usually normal. Patients with classic Leishman disease recycle almost no hypoxanthine. As a result, de novo synthesis and urate production are about 30-fold increased. The neurologic problems are likely due to an inadequate synthesis of purine nucleotide, especially in the basal ganglia. Urate overproduction leads to gout. Classic Leschna's disease is very rare and it represents one extreme of a spectrum of HGPRT deficiencies. Variant Leschna's disease is caused by milder deficiencies of HGPRT activity than classic Leschna's disease. The mildest phenotype is associated with only with hyperuricemia, but this seems to be uncommon. Balancing the production of IMP from salvage and de novo synthesis. For production of IMP, salvage of hypoxanthine is preferred over the de novo synthesis. In human body, overall about 97% of the production of purine nucleotide stems from the salvage of hypoxanthine and about 3% stems from de novo synthesis. HGPRT greater affinity for PRPP than does glutamine PRPP aminotransferase in the de novo synthesis pathway. In addition, in many tissues, maximal enzyme activity for HGPRT is larger than for glutamine PRPP aminotransferase. Hence, IMB is made mainly from hypoxanthine as long as sufficient hypoxanthine is available. Daily purine turnover and urate excretion. There are two contributors to the daily purine load: the degradation of hypoxanthine and guanine to urate and the conversion of dietary purine to urate. About 3/4 of the daily purine load are excreted via the urine and 1/4 via feces. Hyperuricemia. Whenever the body produces too much urate, the concentration of urate in the blood also rises, thereby giving rise to hyperuricemia. Likewise, whenever the kidneys inadequately filter blood or excrete a smaller fraction than the normal 7% to 10% of the filtered urate, hyperuricemia ensues. Men and postmenopausal women have the highest concentration of urate in plasma. The concentration of urate in blood plasma is age and gender dependent. In adults, estrogen increases uric acid clearance by the kidneys. Hence, premenopausal women excrete a greater percentage of filtered urate than men. Overproduction of urate. The relationship between plasma urate concentration and the amount of urate the kidneys excrete per day is shown in the figure. The kidneys of a patient who has high urate production can excrete the larger amount of urate only under the condition of hyperuricemia. In other words, person who overproduce urate have hyperuricemia. There is no physiological body store for urate, and daily pathological deposition of urate as crystals of sodium urate in the joints is small compared with the daily urate production. Under excretion of urate. If a patient has impaired perfusion of the kidneys, impaired glomerular filtration, decreased resecretion of uric acid into the proximal tubules of the kidneys, or increased reabsorption from the distal portion of the proximal tubules, the excretion of the uric acid amounts to less than the normal 7% to 10%. The concentration of urine in the blood rises until daily uric acid excretion matches urate production. This problem is commonly called urate under excretion. Plasma urate and preeclampsia. Preeclampsia and eclampsia are collection of life-threatening diseases that affect about 5% of the pregnant women, most often in their third trimester. Vasospasms, diffuse intravascular coagulation, and the loss of fluid into the intravascular space, causing edema, decreased perfusion to almost all organs. Decreased renal perfusion and function lead to under-excretion of urate. Tissue hypoxia and necrosis, as well as degradation of red blood cells in clots, lead to overproduction of urate. Under-excretion and overproduction each increases the concentration of urate in serum. The concentration of total uric acid in blood plasma is a valuable predictor of pre-eclampsia and eclampsia, as well as an indicator of the severity and course of this disease. Crystallization of urate. Uric acid has a pK of 5.75. Thus, above pH 5.75, such as in blood, urate predominates, whereas below pH 5.75, the acidic urine, uric acid predominates. Sodium urate can form needle-like crystals. Sodium urate is present in blood near the limit of its solubility. This can be considered advantageous because of the antioxidant activity of the urate. On the other hand, when plasma is supersaturated with sodium urate tends to crystallize on existing nuclei, preferentially in joint synovia and soft cartilaginous tissues. Gout. Patients who have chronic hyperuricemia may develop gout, which can manifest itself either as acute arthritis or kidney stones. Gout is a very common disease, particularly among elderly men. Acute gouty arthritis is due to joint inflammation in response to the presence of sodium urate. Kidney stones are usually due to aggregates of uric acid crystals. Urate lowering therapy may involve inhibitors of xanthine dehydrogenase, drugs that increase the excretion of urate in the kidneys, and recombinant uric acid oxidase to destroy urate in the blood. Acute gouty arthritis is the most common presentation of symptomatic long-term hyperuricemia. Higher the concentration of urate in the blood, the greater is the chance that crystals of sodium urate form in the synovial fluid. Acute gouty arthritis. Acute gouty arthritis is the most common presentation of symptomatic long-term hyperuricemia. The higher the concentration of urate in the blood, the greater is the chance that crystals of sodium urate form in the synovial fluid. Such crystals occasionally give rise to very painful acute inflammation called acute gouty arthritis. The inflammation typically affects a single joint, usually of the lower extremity, and most commonly the metatarsophalangeal joint. Uric acid and sodium urate of nephrolithiasis. About 25% of patients who have symptomatic hyperuricemia first present with uric acid nephrolithiasis, uric acid kidney stone. Most of these patients produce urine of low pH and high concentration of uric acid. Sodium urate is rarely found in stones. The long-term prevention of uric acid nephrolithiasis is aimed at reducing the concentration of uric acid in urine. De novo synthesis of uridine monophosphate, a precursor for all pyrimidine nucleotides. De novo synthesis of precursor for all pyrimidine nucleotides, uridine monophosphate, take place mainly in the liver and in dividing cells. Use of a ribose from pentose phosphate pathway yield phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate. The synthesis of pyrimidine nucleotides involve the following steps: synthesis of PRPP, synthesis of a base orotate, the combination of PRPP and orotate to form the nucleotide GMP, the conversion of GMP to cytidine triphosphate or CTP, the reduction of ribonucleotides to deoxyribonucleotides, the conversion of DUMP to DTMP. Synthesis of orotate. Orotate is synthesized mostly in response to need for DNA replication or repair. The rate-limiting enzyme for orotate synthesis is the carbamyl phosphate synthase 2, moiety of CAD, a trifunctional enzyme. PRPP feed-forward activates carbamyl phosphate synthase activity. Addressed in G0 phase of the cell cycle, orotate synthesis is mostly limited by feedback inhibition from UTP. Orotic aciduria. The carbamyl phosphate synthase 2 moiety of CAD carries the number 2 because a different carbamyl phosphate synthase 1 was first discovered in mitochondria. Carbamyl phosphate synthase 1 produces carbamyl phosphate for the urea cycle. In patients who have a disease of the urea cycle that leads to the accumulation of carbamyl phosphate leaks from the mitochondria into the cytosol. The leaked carbamyl phosphate bypass the regulation of the activity of the carbamyl phosphate synthase 2. Leaked carbamyl phosphate therefore give rise to excess orotate via reactions shown. The excess orotate spills into the blood and urine. The concentration of the orotate in the urine is used to determine the cause of the urea cycle defects. Synthesis of UMP from orotate. UMP synthase joins PRPP with orotate to generate UMP. UMP synthase is found both in the cytosol and in the nucleus. A hereditary deficiency of UMP synthase, which is rare, causes orotic aciduria. Also compared to the above discussion of the urea cycle defects. The deficiency can be treated with uridine supplementation. The liver dephosphorylates UMP to uridine and releases uridine into the bloodstream. From there, peripheral cells take up uridine. Synthesis and uses of UTP and CTP. Uridine is phosphorylated to UTP, which can be converted to CTP. UTP gives rise to UDP glucose, which is used for several different processes. Uses UDP glucose. Glycogen synthesis, lactose synthesis in mammary gland, synthesis of glycosphingolipids, post-translational glycosylation, synthesis of UDP glucuronate, degradation of galactose. CTP is used in the synthesis of phospholipids such as phosphatidyl inositol, phosphatidyl choline, phosphatidyl ethanolamine, and phosphatidyl serine. Reduction of ribonucleotides to deoxyribonucleotides. Ribonucleoside diphosphate reductase, also called ribonucleotide reductase, catalyzes the reduction of ribonucleotides to deoxyribonucleotides in the cytosol. Synthesis of DTMP. DUMP can form by various pathways. Thymidine synthase uses a 1-carbon tetrahydrofolate to methylate DUMP to DTMP. The reaction produces dihydrofolate. Dihydrofolate reductase reduces dihydrofolate to tetrahydrofolate, which is subsequently converted to N5-N10 methylene tetrahydrofolate. Control of DTTP synthesis most likely occurs via control of the production of DUMP. The drug fluorouracil gives rise to fluoro-DUMP, which permanently inactivates thymidylate synthase and thus impairs the production of DTTP for DNA replication. The antifolate drug methotrexate is a competitive inhibitor of dihydrofolate reductase and thus indirectly reduces thymidylate synthase activity. Methotrexate is an analog of dihydrofolate. Methotrexate has essentially two medical uses. One is related to the inhibition of DHF reductase, which is of use in treating malignancies, and other is related to an immunosuppressive effect that is of use in the treatment of autoimmune diseases. Diseases treated with methotrexate: ectopic pregnancy in the fallopian tube, psoriasis, and rheumatoid arthritis. Thank you.